Today, 3 tips for saving money on your wedding here in Oklahoma. Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about 3 great ways that you can save money while you're having your wedding, planning your wedding here in Oklahoma City. Weddings are absolutely just expensive all over the place. You're spending money. There's DJs, there's photographers, there's caterers, there's day of coordinators, there's venues. The venues is a really big one. So today I'm going to give you 3 really good ways to save money. Things to keep in mind while you're setting up and planning for your big day. That way you can save as much money as possible. It's already gonna be thousands of dollars. Why not use these tips and save yourself a couple bucks? So another 3 to throw out there for you is gonna be prioritize your top 3. So the 3 things that you and your fiance do not want to skip on. Whatever those 3 are. Maybe ever since you were a little girl you really wanted that beautiful, that gorgeous wedding dress that just flowed for 10 feet after you walked. It's totally doable. If that's the one thing you want to keep, don't skimp on it. Spend your money on that. Maybe if you really want that giant wedding cake, or you have a specific DJ or photographer or caterer in mind that you're really just dying to use, don't skimp on that. You know, pick your top 3. Find 3 things that you and your fiance really want to keep and go with that. After you've done that, what I'm going to say is to cut back on those less important things. You've picked your top 3 things that are super important to you. Whether it's the venue, whether it's the flowers, whether it's the cake or the dress, you've picked those top 3 things that you really, really want. Well, just cut back on the rest of it. Find some things that you can do less of. Decide on those items that are not as big of a deal to you and kind of cut back on them. Maybe cut them out altogether. Maybe if the flowers aren't that big of a deal to you, here in Oklahoma City, we have a lot of venues that have gorgeous scenery around, like flowers, gardens, Will Rogers Gardens, you can have Cole's Gardens. Places like these that have flowers already naturally there, maybe you don't need to spend money on those if it's not important to you. Another thing you can do is check with your vendors on those things that are less important to you and see what budget items they possibly have. Maybe you really do want some flowers, but maybe you don't care what kind of flowers they are, but you have maybe a color you want. See what kind of budget options they have. I know as photographers we have budget options. So check with your photographers, your videographers, check with your DJs, see what budget options are out there that can maybe save you a couple bucks. Planning a wedding is expensive. No one's gonna fault you for wanting to save $1 here or there. Now after you've prioritized your top 3 and you've cut back on the other stuff, try not to stress the little things. That's tip 3 to save you some more money on this wedding, is try not to stress over the little things. Every bride and groom really want to have the most perfect day they can, but are you really going to remember what kind of centerpieces you had, exactly the color or exactly what they were? Real flowers, fake flowers, wooden flowers, which is actually a really cool thing that I've seen. Are you really going to stress in the future over it? Keep everything in perspective. This is about you and your fiance getting married on that special day, surrounded by all the people you love. On top of kind of not stressing over the little things, a day of coordinator is a great idea. And you know, you're gonna be spending a couple hundred or maybe even $400 on that day of coordinator, but maybe you have a family member that you really love and really loves you and wouldn't mind kind of filling that role for you so you don't have to spend that money. Choose somebody competent, choose somebody who is really going to listen to your tastes and help you get through the day without any stress. And on top of that, your day of coordinator can help you MC the entire day. So the announcements, the walk-ins, the send-offs, getting everybody ready to move from the ceremony to the reception, this person is a great help to you all throughout the day. So if you have to, just choose a family member that really loves you and isn't gonna charge you anything. Alright, so those are my 3 great tips to help you save money on your wedding here in Oklahoma City. If you have anything that you've done in the past to help somebody save money, or something you're planning on doing in your for your wedding in the future to save some bucks on this very expensive day, let us know down in the comments. We'd love to make a second video, maybe a series of these, to help people really just get through this day and not stress about it. And the worst thing to have to stress about on your wedding day is financial situations. So let us know any tips that you have yourself. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.